Forrest Neal from Meditation Magazine.
How's everything going, man?
So Forrest, looks like, I don't know if I asked you that already.
Pretty nice to be out here.
Yeah, can you
it's
show us
pretty
the
nice
beach?
to be out here.
Nice. Can you show us the
Yeah, let's see
beach?
if I can flip the camera around. Yeah, let's see here. Well, let's see. I'm trying to flip the camera around. I think I can do that. Back camera.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
There we go.
What beach is that?
Yeah.
What beach is that?
Well, this is called Dolphin Island.
Wow.
It's the southern tip of Alabama. So
Wow.
it's
So that's the
this is
Gulf
pretty
of
much where I
Mexico?
grew up. I mean, not exactly here.
Nice.
Yes.
So that's the Gulf, right? I don't know if you're maybe you have a little bit of a lag, but yeah, so that's the Gulf of Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Did you go swimming today? Did you go swimming in the Gulf?
No, no, I've not gone swimming yet, but I probably will tomorrow because it's getting to the time of day where it's definitely starting to cool down in temperature. So
Nice.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
still very nice compared to Colorado temperatures.
Yeah, for sure. But this is a good practice for Wim Hof. Like you can practice your cold water immersion. Do you ever do cold water, like Wim Hof technique, the cold water? Yeah, you do.
I mean, I do like cold showers every now and then, but I mean, that's like the best that I could do where I was living in Colorado because there's not really a whole lot of other water supplies, very close. So
I'm sure
yeah,
there's some frozen lakes that
I
you could
do it
jump
as
in.
often as I can.
Yeah, there's definitely some
Well, I
frozen
don't
lakes.
know about jumping into a frozen lake.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
that
I
would be
mean,
pretty intense.
I yeah, I understand why he might do that, but
Yeah,
for
it's
right
hard.
now, I think I'm all right.
Yeah, I don't do it either. I do the breathing. I love the breathing. It's a little easier to go into that than it is to go into a frozen lake. But I hear good things about frozen lakes. I hear good things about people who
Yeah,
jump in frozen lakes. They seem to like it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another interesting thing is that I went to a hot spring once in the mountains in Colorado, and this was like in the middle of winter, and the hot spring was it was very warm. It was warmer than a normal hot tub, but it was snowing outside,
Yes.
but it felt like really cool. And
Yeah.
whenever
Did
I
you wait,
got
was
out
that
of the hot
Strawberry
tub,
Park? Was that Strawberry Park Hot Springs?
no, no, this was I can't remember, but it was right outside of a place called Buena Vista.
Hmm.
I can't remember the exact name of the hot springs park, but it
So
was very nice.
it was
But
snowing and
anyways,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, we'll see. There was like some chairs that had like multiple inches of snow piled on top of them,
Hmm.
and I just like got out of one of the hot tubs and I just like sat in one of those chairs. It was just so I was like sitting in snow,
Wow.
and I mean it wasn't bad at all. Like it actually felt really good. So it's yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
really interesting those contrasts.
going between hot and cold is a really nice practice, especially if you do with the Wim Hof breathing. Do you want to take actually I think
Hmm.
Megan's going to join us in a couple of minutes, then we can maybe do a round of the Wim Hof breathing, but yeah, in the meantime, how is your Oh, there's Megan. Look at that. Speak of the devil. Hey, what's up, Megan?
How are you guys?
Hey, good. Wow,
Pretty good. How are
cool
you
hair.
doing?
Cool hair today.
I am in pink today, but yes, I did some cool braids.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
I've been hearing like from Giovanna, she looks at your Instagram. She said that you're like going on The Bachelor or something like that. Are you going on The Bachelor?
Mm.
No. A few months ago, I sent in an audition video, and I never I never heard back. I auditioned for it, but I never heard back.
Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully you get on there. I heard, yeah, you're
Yeah.
doing some cool stuff now. I don't know. That was the one that stuck in my mind. But what
Yeah.
else? What else has been interesting in your week this week?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so many things. So I don't know if something is going on, like Mercury in retro, something like I would say my week started off really good, and then Wednesday hit, and all of a sudden I just felt so tired all the time, and I was so thirsty and just hungry, and I was like, what's going on? And then I also realized I was like, well, I'm just, like a human being. Like, I think I was just kind of sleep deprived and tired and just like the Zoom fatigue.
Yeah, I get you. It's sometimes like I think a lot of times when people read meditation magazine or they think about meditation, they think that like everything is always great all the time. But like if even if you're meditating, you're going through all this crazy stuff all the time. It's the normal human life. It's
Yeah.
normal. Yeah, and I think that a lot of
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
It's
I think
funny
it's
you
good for
say
people to
that.
know. Go ahead, Forrest. You're a little bit. I think we have a little
Well,
bit of a gap.
it
Yeah, time gap.
yeah, that's all right. I mean, I'm not in a Wi-Fi range right now,
Mhm.
so it's understandable. But it's funny that you say that because I actually had like a super bad like allergy attack as soon as I got back here,
Ooh.
which was somewhere around the time of Wednesday. So it's
Yeah.
interesting that you say that.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. I've been like waking up just feeling like I got like 30 minutes of sleep, and I'm like, I feel so tired. And I'm trying to think of, is it because it's springtime in Nashville and there's like, allergies or springtime season, like, or it's something spiritual. There's like a retrograde or a planet, or I don't know.
Or maybe you caught
Yeah,
coronavirus. Is
something
that
going on.
possible? Are you
I
thinking about that?
I did I actually got tested
Well,
for a test, so I don't think I have it. I've been tested, knock on wood. I've been tested many times. But I just think, yeah, I'm like, maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I've been having a pretty good few days since Wednesday. I got a lot of stuff done. I've been setting up a Spotify podcast. We're gonna have the Sadhguru episode is coming out. I think first we might do the Rachel Brathen episode, Yoga Girl, and then we're gonna do like Sadhguru and Deepak Chopra, and we have a bunch of these. The interviews that we did are gonna come out as Spotify episodes, which I think is gonna be nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we might have like this podcast also going on Spotify too. And yeah, actually on Thursday, I spoke with Forrest. Oh, by the way, Forrest, should mute your. We got a lot of wind noise. Yeah, so thanks. So I spoke with Forrest this week, and Forrest's going to be like managing our YouTube, and he's going to be making little clips out of our interviews, like the Deepak interview. He made a bunch of clips, and he's going to make clips from all of our, hopefully a lot of our interviews. The one with the supermodel, that's really important. We can't release her name yet, but soon, very soon, we're going to start releasing articles about it on meditationmag.com. And Megan, did you get a chance to start working on the articles yet?
Yes, I'm actually going to send it to you within the hour, but I have, and I'm excited. Yeah, I definitely, I found a clip that I really, really liked, and it was, I can't really give it away, but yeah.
Yeah, don't give it away, but good. You'll send me the article within the hour. We're gonna post these articles on our website, and we think that this supermodel is, she's a very mainstream famous. So I think it can help us open up more people to meditation, people that normally wouldn't think about meditation, but they see this like famous supermodel on the cover meditating, and they think, hey, maybe that's interesting. Maybe I should try that. I think that's a really exciting thing. And we heard back from one of the politicians that we've been talking to that said it's a high priority for them to do the Meditation Magazine interview, and she's like a famous politician, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think things have been going really well for me this week anyway. I don't know about like Mercury retrograde or whatever, but we we had we finally got the issue done this week, the Guru issue, which was crazy, a lot of work. Like, I mean, I've been in sprint mode for like almost a month and a half now, just getting like all this stuff done for the Deepak and Sadhguru issue, what we call the Guru issue, which yeah, we got a lot of like comments, people go like attacking Deepak Chopra on the you know, the comments.
What?
You know, because yeah, he has like some controversialness to him, I guess. You know, like monetizing spirituality and like the diamonds in his glasses, people take issue with that, which I mean, I kind of get it, but I also think that he did a lot for meditation in like the Western world. He's like introduced millions and millions of people to meditation and Eastern wisdom. So I think a lot of people have very black and white kind of viewpoints, and like they're like, oh, he has diamonds in his glasses, he's a materialistic person, he's just trying to, you know, make money, and like that's it. And like people have these very black and white viewpoints, but I think we did a pretty good job in the interview and in the article of like trying to make it like a human person, you know, like not like a black and white concept, but an actual human.
Right.
I think yeah, the actual final cover for the Deepak issues is called "Who is Deepak Chopra?" And I think that's, yeah, I think it's really interesting because, you know, he's so famous that the "Who is Deepak Chopra?" it kind of is like, oh, like it's deeper than just like who is this person? It's like deeper than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And the Sadhguru cover came out super cool too. It's like with the like Grand Canyon in the background, and he's just like sitting on a rock, and it's super epic. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's freaking epic.
I'm
Oh wait,
so
wait. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna show you. I don't know. Have you seen the Sadhguru cover? I think. Let me see here.
I don't think I
Hang on one second. Low res. There it is.
Ooh,
Here, wait. So can you see this, by the way?
my God.
Yeah.
That
Isn't
is
that cool?
picture I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. Wait, can you still see my screen? I'm not sure if you could see it.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so epic. I think this is going to be like one of my favorite covers of our recent covers. But we also are going to have that supermodel in the next one. I think that's a really nice cover. Also, the pictures that we got on the beach are pretty epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a pretty intense and epic week. I haven't really slept in like probably 7 weeks, but like right now, I think like I can actually. I can take the weekend. I know I said that last weekend, but this weekend for real, I can for real take the weekend to just relax.
Oh my gosh. That's like, honestly, Kevin, like what you just said just rang so true to me because like, you know, as business, like entrepreneur, just like I fully relate to that because it's like, you know, the work like kind of never really end. Like you're like, oh, it's the weekend. So it's, you know, time to sleep and rest. But it's like, obviously you're so passionate, so admirable, but like, I fully relate to that. I'm like, oh no, tonight I'm going to, you know, turn off electronics at 8 p.m. And then I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know, I'm actually kind of like I don't want to say jealous, but I'm a little jealous of Forrest. He's moving to the Grand Canyon, and that's his like he's gonna be doing that like all day, like showing people, like I don't know, being a park ranger or something in the Grand Canyon, something like that. So I'm pretty excited for you, Forrest. That's like a that's really away from electronics. You know what I mean? Like to me that is like you can be working all day, but like it's a beautiful work. You know what I mean?
So impressive. Congratulations, Forrest. That's so cool.
Are you excited? Forrest, are you excited about it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's like right up the alley of what I'm trying to do, which is to kind of be away as much as possible until I have to, you know, be in a city for whatever reason. Just because it's so peaceful and it's just so much of a different lifestyle than living in the dead center of a city. So, I mean,
Yeah.
they both have positives and, you know, negatives, obviously, but you know, I'm super excited for sure.
Nice. Yeah, that's exciting because I think that going to nature like that, you really get in touch with your soul. You know what I mean? And like I personally, I love living in cities because there's so many restaurants, you know, like I love to have a lot of vegan restaurants around. That's personally like what like it's just nice and convenient. I also like to be around people, but not when there's like coronavirus around. But I just wanted to show you this. It reminded me. Oh, this is just one of the spreads of the magazine, and it kind of reminded me of, like our conversation now about like going into nature.
Yeah.
And into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul. That's John Muir. I love that quote. I love that quote.
Yeah, Kevin, those pictures are so cool.
Yeah, it's part of the nature is the greatest guru piece. So yeah, this is gonna be a really cool. It's gonna be a really nice issue. I think I'm really excited for it.
That made me so excited seeing those high res pictures.
Yeah, high res is nice. When printed stuff like nature images in high res is like it's hard to beat. You know, like you can kind of open the magazine and just like fall into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so true. And like something else that was not to like totally change the topic. else on my mind this week was like, you know, we're in early March and we're approaching the 1 year anniversary of COVID. Like, it's so crazy. Just seeing online, people are starting to talk about it more and more. And it's just crazy that like we as humans, I think it just goes to show how mentally strong we really are. And like, you know, I don't know. It's like a reflection period of like, you know, it's been I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah. This has been a real experiment in human nature the last year. It's sad for all the people that have lost loved ones.
Yeah.
That's, you know, it's really intense. Like last time we talked about this, I mean, we had like a podcast, I think it was New Year's, if you remember. I think all three of us were there. We were talking about COVID and how, like, you know, our lives have been, you know, relatively okay.
Mm-hmm.
And how we had a good 20. And there was a commenter that was like, "Are you serious?" Like, yeah. Since that time, I've had some really crazy encounters, you know, with like my family catching COVID, and like it was scary. One of my sisters ended up in the hospital for a while, and one of my cousins lost her father. So like it gets very intense, you know, for when it actually hits home, it becomes a very intense thing. Very sad. Yeah, but hopefully, you know, in the long run, the human race will come out of this in a positive way, and we'll come out stronger for it.
Yeah. I think, like, for me personally, like, maybe this is something like the three of us could share something we've learned this past year about ourselves. Like, for me personally, I have learned I don't know, just kind of, you know, like, I think my life pre-COVID is a lot different than it is now. And I think I really learned just, you know, how self-sufficient I am. And I think before COVID, this isn't the best way to describe it, but I think I was just relying on other people and things and just da-da-da-da-da. But I think now in COVID, I've realized, you know, how self-sufficient I really am, and like kind of taking back that power as human beings where, you know, we don't have to get so fancy and caught up in like, oh no, I need this in order to be happy, or I have to have, you know, like blah, 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 da, 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 da. But it's like, wait, but I'm still a human being. And it's like, you know, in the olden days, like, you know, we knew how to create fire, and just kind of getting in touch with those like inner things that we have as humans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Forrest, what about you? What did you learn this year?
Well, you know, there's a lot that I could say, you know, obviously, but I think, you know, can you guys hear me? Okay, like
we can
it's
hear
a
you.
little wonky on my end, I know,
We
but
can
am
hear
I
you.
like coming off okay? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you know, I guess like one of the major things that I really picked up on through COVID is really just the need that we have, you know, deep down within us for some kind of peace and relaxation, but that a lot of us live our lives in a way where we don't even like realize how bad we need that, and that there's been nothing that has stopped us in our momentous pattern from what we've been doing that has been constantly engaging us for so long. And for a lot of people, you know, that causes a lot of stress and anxiety. You know, this is why, you know, we're hearing a lot about a lot of different types of abuse that is happening
Yeah.
now, because people are spending more time at home and they have no idea what to do with their time and what's going on. But it kind of just highlights the importance of being able to get to that peaceful and relaxing place, because we never know when things like this are going to happen. I mean, they just happened in a major way to pretty much everybody in the entire world,
Yeah.
all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like a huge wake up call for everybody to recognize the significance of what we are doing in the present moment, and how that can ultimately influence how we are feeling. So to be able to find a way to neutralize all the chaos that we may be experiencing in our minds, we may have not had a greater opportunity to really think about how much of an impact that has, more than right now or in this past year. So that's kind of like one of the major things, that I was personally experiencing, and that I know lots of people were experiencing,
Yeah.
during this time. So,
Yeah.
but I think people are really coming around to the idea, because, kind of like what the work that we're doing, and the work that many other people are doing, we're providing solutions for people in these really chaotic times, to be able to manage that stress and anxiety. So I'm incredibly glad to be doing what I'm doing in this
Yeah.
time, working with you guys. So
Yeah, man.
that's a really awesome thing.
Thank you. Thank you for that. That's beautiful and really eloquent and well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right. It's a lot of people, are struggling with, being with themselves. And it's good for people to learn how to meditate and understand how to deal with your mind. Yeah, for me this year, I feel like I learned two things mostly. Like there were a lot of things. That's one of them. But like another one is I actually really like this whole work from home thing, and like I get a lot more done that way. I don't know about other people, but I get a lot more done like this, just like distraction free, more like chilled out, and like I don't have to commute. I don't have to wear pants if I don't want to. I've also I've learned, I've also learned that I mean, this is more of a pregnancy thing, because when Giovanna got pregnant, basically I made a pact with her that I wouldn't
I
smoke
hope
weed
you're
while
wearing pants right now, Kevin.
I actually am. It's just random because I was walking. I went outside, but otherwise, who knows? But when Giovanna got pregnant, I made a pact with her that I wouldn't smoke weed while she was pregnant, because just like for her to also have a buddy, a sobriety buddy or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've actually learned that I'm also a lot more productive when I don't smoke weed for a long time, and aside from that, I actually feel happier. I think so. That's like a big thing. I think I feel happier as a human being, just like being completely sober for like long periods of time, like less anxious, less like in a cycle of emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That was a big one for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if it's directly pandemic related, but I feel like it is a little bit, because I don't know, I'm like home all the time. I'm not like going out and like hanging out with people where, there will be like things passed around. It's just like, I don't know, kind of a sober life, a little bit more of a sober life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, one thing I want to say about that
Mhm.
is, I first of all, I just really quick, I just want to say that I really admire you for doing that,
yeah.
because a lot of people also at the same time might be looking at this opportunity like, well, look, we've got nothing else better to do other than just find some ridiculous way to pass the time.
Mhm.
And so for you to be somebody who's really, being considerate of what your wife is going through, that's a really awesome thing. And
Mhm.
and I actually have family members right now, because right now Mardi Gras just happened. And if anybody doesn't know anything about Mardi Gras, it's kind of like a Catholic celebration in the South. And after Fat Tuesday, which is Mardi Gras Day, there's a 40-day period between Fat Tuesday and Easter, and it's a time called Lent, and
Mhm.
it's essentially a time when people of the Catholic religion would, in some way, fast from something. And it could be in many different aspects. You know, certain people decide that they're going to fast from eating a certain type of food like meat, or other people who I know and who are in my family, they're actually fasting from drinking, you know, any alcohol of any type during this time in this 40-day period. So it's definitely like in the South, and especially like where I'm from, it's definitely like a big deal. You know, Mardi Gras and Lent, it's a big deal. But so there's other people who are kind of in certain ways making the same commitment that you're making right now, and but you're doing it kind of even on a larger scale because you're doing it for a greater part of a year. So you know, I just think that that's a really admirable thing, and I love being around people who really are considerate in one way or another of to experience something like sobriety of some type or fasting of some type, just to maybe recenter themselves, or you know, for whatever reason that it is. I just think that it's a great thing. So I think what you're doing is super good.
Thank you. Thank you, Forrest. Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, I'll tell you one thing is that it makes the weekends like, so when I'm like much more focused, you know, during the week, I'm much more focused, but also during the weekends, I still have a little bit of that thought process of like, oh, this needs to get done. Oh, that needs to get done. When I used to smoke weed, like I would, that would get washed out like on the weekends, you know, I would be like gone. But like now I still have that thought process. But one thing that really helps, I mean, aside from just like actual sitting in meditation for like a long period of time, is the breath work. And the breath work like clears everything out. You know what I mean? It clears it out. And it's like almost like a replacement for drugs, like in general, because like drugs just give you this like a good feeling or whatever in your head and your body and your mind. Like it's just a good feeling. But the breath work does that too, and it doesn't have a lot of the negative effects, you know. So it's just like a clean natural high. That's what I really like about that. And I think that if you guys want like to close off this Freedom Friday, we can do a quick breath work, and then maybe like think about for a second like what we want to do and what our intentions are for the weekend. You guys want to do a quick breath work and an intention setting to end this this Freedom Friday?
Let's do it.
Are you ready? You ready? I'm gonna mute my.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
I'm gonna mute my mic so that I don't like make that sound. But I'm gonna just anybody who's watching who wants to join us on this breath work, just basically deep rapid breaths. We're gonna do it. Actually, I'm not gonna mute my mic because I have to mention some things sometimes. But just deep rapid breaths like this. And then and we'll do that for like 30 seconds or a minute or something, and then hold your breath out completely. And then when you can't hold your breath out any longer, hold your breath in completely. So we're going to do a couple of rounds of that. So let's do the deep rapid breathing right now. You ready?
Do it.
Okay, let's do it. Hold your breath out as long as you can. You feel the tingling in your body. Feel your entire body tingling as you hold the breath out. And when you can't hold the breath out any longer, take a huge deep inhale. Hold that inhale as long as you can. The body is full of air. Feel the entire body full of air. And when you can't hold that inhale any longer, we're going to go back into the rapid breathing. Okay, you guys ready? Let's go. And hold your breath out as long as you can. Completely empty of air. Feel your body tingling. You might feel tingling in your hands, your face. Feel your entire body. When you can't hold it any longer. When you can't hold it any longer, just take a giant deep inhale. Fill your body with air. Feel your entire body full of air. And when you can't hold that any longer, just go back into normal breathing at your own pace. Just being aware of your entire body. Being aware of all the sensations in your body from the tips of your toes to the top of your head, and the tips of your fingers. The sensations of the sounds in your eardrums and the light in your eyes. Just being completely present here in this moment. I feel nice. That's that high that I need to go into the weekend.
Yeah.
And it works. Kind of clears your head. Yeah. How do you guys feel?
I feel awesome.
Yeah. Oh man. That's what I needed to go into the weekend.
Yeah, I feel very clear for sure.
Nice. So being clear, what is Forrest, you go first. What's your intentions for this weekend? What are your intentions?
Okay, yeah. So, well, just to say something about the practice that we were just doing, and then to get into my intentions. I'm on a little boardwalk here, right outside of the beach, and as I was kind of in, not like doing the heavy breathing, but experiencing the quiet of the last few moments, there were just some people who were walking by in front of me, and I just felt very peaceful. And I think one of them might have said something about what I'm doing, because I'm kind of just like standing here on a boardwalk, like with a phone in my hands, and I'm like just with my eyes closed. But it like I didn't hold on to that. Like it immediately just like left the like maybe a moment or two after I realized that something might have been said. I was just easily able to let it go of that, and so that's what I meant by the clarity that I'm
Mm.
experiencing.
Mm.
But yeah, so my intention for this weekend, because of this special occasion of me being home for the first time in quite a long time, I'm really just setting the intention to be present with the people who I am interacting with, and to just make myself as available as possible to have meaningful conversations with either my friends or family members, or anybody who I'm surrounded by here in this time, because I whenever I was like driving down the road, and you could like see the beach and everything, like my heart began aching because of how much I've missed being here. And especially being like in Colorado and living in Colorado Springs. I mean it's not the biggest city that I've ever lived in. I mean, I've lived in LA before, but I'm definitely not a city boy by any means. I grew up in a very small town, and the environment here is just very like naturally peaceful and relaxing, and just driving down the road, coming to this location where I am, it just like I like just reconnected with my roots. And so I'm just trying to use the time that I can to enjoy and appreciate it here. So that's kind of my intentions.
Nice.
um
That's beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, thanks for sharing,
yeah,
Forrest.
and
I hope that works out nicely for you. I think that sounds like a very nice intention for the weekend. What about you, Megan? What's your intention for the weekend?
I would say my intention for the weekend would be to definitely have time to relax. And by relax, not like binge watching Netflix, but like genuinely relax. And like
Mm.
whether that is breath work or turning off electronics and taking a nap. I think sometimes during the week I just am like so busy, just as we all are, and I will be like, oh, I need a 5-minute recharge, I'll watch TV. But it's like, for me, I think the only way I really can relax is by like pure, like in nature, quiet, no phone, like it's not really, oh, this is scrolling is relaxing. So I think for me this weekend, intentionally just kind of filling up my cup and actually doing what I need to do, and not kind of like, oh, this will help a little bit.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad that we did this intention setting exercise, because I'm gonna steal a little bit from both of your intentions. I I liked so yeah, it's been such a crazy like couple of months, like getting this last issue out, and now that it's out, I feel like I can relax a little. I think that it's important, first of all, that I'm here with family now, and I don't feel like I've been so present with them. And I think that the way that Forrest was talking about it makes me really feel like I need to do that more and be really present with my family members. And at the same time, what Megan was saying about just relaxing in like a real way, not watching Netflix, like, but like
Yeah.
quiet mind. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. I do my like daily meditations, but they're short. I do my breath works, but a real like long silent meditation, like I haven't done that in a while. And I think that I'm gonna need to do that this weekend. That's gonna be my intention. Sit maybe outside, and like when hopefully I think it'll be a little warm this weekend. Sit outside in the sun for a couple of hours maybe, and just meditate in silence and confront all the things that I've been maybe running away from for the past few weeks, few months. when I've been running and haven't had time to really confront the things that are going on in my unconscious mind. So that's going to be my intention to really take that silent mind time, sit and meditate out in the field and the nature and like the sun, and be more present with my family this weekend.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to know, sorry to interrupt, I want to know, is Giovanna, like, how is she doing?
She's great. She's doing great. She's got that big baby bump, I guess you call it. It's like, it's real, you know, it's like a real baby. Like we play music on, like, we got these belly buds that like are like headphones for like a baby bump basically, and we play music for the baby, and she like goes crazy when we play the music. The baby is just like jumping around inside.
Yeah.
And so I think she's gonna be a real like raver baby. Maybe like she loves music, and yeah, it's like, it's really intense. It's a trip, you know. Like she's feeling well. We go to the doctor every week, and she seems like everything is fine. So baby's due in about 3-4 weeks. So it's very exciting.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations, Kevin.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I'm excited about it, and it's a crazy time, amazing time. I'm trying to automate as much of Meditation Mag systems as I can before the baby comes, because after the baby comes, I'm going to be a bit distracted, I think. You know what I mean? So,
Wow.
but yeah, it's all good. It's a good problem to have, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
Really excited. Yeah. Thank you for asking. And thanks for your like intention setting. It really helped me also figure out my own intentions. I hope that anybody who's watching this can take from that and maybe figure out some intentions for themselves for this weekend, and enjoy. Have a great weekend.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye.